Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Pop-Pop.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Matt.
I'm Tracy. Hi, I'm Kira.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. You doing okay there, buddy? Okay. He's just laid out flat. Well, enjoy the sunshine. I think every farmer has been in that position. They see one of their animals laying out, it's not moving, and you gotta be like, hey, what you doing? And then, oh, they pick their head up and you're like, whoo, that's good. But anyway, welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. We've got a beautiful day on the farm and we've got a lot going on today. First things first, we are working on getting chores all taken care of and we're just about finished. All we have to do is collect chicken eggs, which I'm gonna be moving on to next. Besides that, the rest of the animals have been doing very well. They've been enjoying this nice weather. As you can see, they've just been laying out and soaking up that sun. The farm market has been pretty wild the past few days, so that's something we focused on quite a bit. And getting all these plants taken care of, that's starting to take up a lot of time. To kind of help ourselves out, we are going to be trying to move some plants out of this greenhouse today, so more on that later. Matthew's down here grabbing hanging baskets. Have you been selling a lot of flowers?
Oh yeah.
I've been telling him, it's busy.
It's ridiculous.
It's flower time. The first pen of chickens have been all taken care of. Eggs are collected. They have been fed. We got a nice basket. Back up, ladies. Excuse me. We got that older batch of chickens all taken care of now. Eggs are collected. We got quite a bit today, which is a good thing. We have been flying through the eggs. When the farm market gets busier for any reason, whether it's because of vegetable plants, flowers, tomato season, we start to sell a lot more eggs because we get a lot more people in the farm market. So the fact that we're having a lot of business means we're moving a lot of eggs. Besides chores, what have we been up to this morning? We have been moving plants around. That's been a big thing. Daniel has been preparing ground for something we've got going on later, and Dad has been helping Daniel with preparing the ground. So I think you guys are going to be excited about that. We're going to be moving on to that soon. But for now, I'm just making sure all these animals are good, which they seem to be. And we're gonna run up top and help out with whatever we can, whether it's helping customers or helping in the farm market. I can't remember if I've brought you into the large greenhouse recently. This place looks amazing. All of the flowers are ready to be sold. And well, I mean, that's just obvious by looking at them. Mother's Day is coming up. So we have, at the time of recording, 2 weeks to Mother's Day? I'm not sure, but it's getting closer, so these flowers are gonna be flying out of here. And that's a good thing because, like I mentioned, they look beautiful. They're ready to go. I was up in the farm market helping out a few customers with plants. I was also carrying a few things. Dad came and got me, said he needed help down around back. He's working on loading up the wagon. When I told you we were gonna be making some space in the greenhouse today, oh, I really meant it. We opened up quite a bit of space here in greenhouse number 6. All of these cole crops that we just moved out, they're going in the field today. Whoo, exciting. Now, because of everything going on today, we're not sure if we're gonna get it all planted, but we're gonna try and get as much as possible into the soil. And this is gonna be the start. We've got our wagon nice and full. Just a few things that we have on here. We have kale, we have some red cabbage, we have some Savoy, we also have some Napa cabbage, we have kohlrabi. Right here we have some broccoli, and we have broccoli all the way up until we have cabbage. Now you may have noticed I did not mention cauliflower. If you think back to when we were doing some seeding, we had mentioned the reasons as to why we weren't doing cauliflower. For early spring cauliflower here, it just doesn't grow nice. It doesn't get a nice size to it. And the price that it costs us to raise, people don't want to pay for when we sell it. So it's a little unfortunate, but late season cauliflower harvest is always nice around here. Well, I shouldn't say always. We've struggled with cauliflower in the past. Last year was really, really good. But the rest of the stuff that we have here is cabbage. So cabbage will be going into the field alongside everything else that we had previously mentioned. And I think it's going to be a good planting season.
Whoa! 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 Now you can go.
I wasn't going to leave you. Come on.
We got 8 more blocks on.
Dad wanted to show you guys his wall. They added 8 more blocks onto it. It's looking really nice. Daniel's been making quite a bit of ground when it comes to preparing everything back there. He's already got fertilizer spread and now he's working all the fertilizer in. So once he's finished with that and we have everything set here back at the farm, we can get planting. So that's really exciting. Now Dad's just got to figure out which one does what here. What's that one? There we go. All right, we're taking this down around back because we need to get some water in the tank. So we got to go all the way down around back. You ready? All right, very good. Let's go together. You got to watch your cars. See any cars coming? Okay, thank you very much. Whee! What sound does a cow make? Moo! 1, 2, 3, boo! This is a great opportunity for us to talk about what we have here. This machine that we're going to be using today is called a mechanical transplanter. Now you've already seen us use it this year for planting lettuce, but the crops that we plant the most using this machine are our cole crops. So cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, kohlrabi, things like that all go through this machine. Now it's called a mechanical transplanter or a finger transplanter for different reasons. One reason why it's called a mechanical transplanter is because it is wheel driven. So when we set this on the ground, these wheels turn, that drives some chains that run our mechanisms over here. And as our mechanisms spin, they open and close here at the end where the other name, finger transplanter, comes in. Now as this mechanism spins, while being driven by the wheels, these will actually close as they spin around and they allow you to set the plant in. And they stay closed until the plant spins all the way around to underneath and they pop open. Now we have a set of discs that will open up the soil and close the soil behind it. You can see our little cups here, these rubber things, as they're spinning around, they ultimately close. And this machine allows us to add water and fertilizer as we're planting, which is a big bonus. Now you are able to fit up to 4 people on this machine. I don't think we're gonna be fortunate enough to have 4 people today. But it is what it is. You can get the job done with 2. There's lots of reasons to like this machine. It makes planting so much easier. It also allows us to water as we plant. But probably one of the things that's very underrated with gardening and with vegetable farming is spacing. We have this machine set at certain spacing and it stays constant throughout the entire planting process. We have a certain amount of inches between each plant. That gives each plant enough oxygen around it. It also gives each plant enough room to grow. So the fact that we have everything set, we just need to get it filled up with water and we are ready to go. You want me to pull up in the shade?
What?
Shade?
I want to plant the broccoli next. We're going to start with the emerald crown and work our way up through.
All right, time to get started. We are starting off with planting kale this year, and then we're going to be switching over to kohlrabi. Now since we're planting kale, I'll talk about kale for a second. This is a crop that we've really encouraged a lot of people in our local area to grow. So we don't sell as much of it as we used to. We end up selling a lot more plants than we do actual kale. So we've been raising less and less every year, it seems like. But what we do raise, we pick multiple times. So you don't need to have too much in your garden or in your field. But kale is something we've really enjoyed raising. and it grows really well in the area where we live. So kale is really nice. I approve of kale. I'm not the biggest fan of eating it all the time, but it can be tasty when paired with the right stuff. And we just hit a rock. And that's it for kale. Now moving on to kohlrabi. Now that we moved on to kohlrabi, I'll tell you something about kohlrabi I really enjoy. It's picking it. Picking it can be a lot of fun. It also can be a lot of work when you get some kohlrabi that get some large root bases on them. But for the most part, harvesting is pretty easy when you have a pair of clippers. You just clip off the root ball, pull off the leaves, and you're ready to go. Now, kohlrabi is the same with kale. We used to raise a lot more of it. It seems that the people in our local area have caught on and have been raising their own as well, which is a good thing. We don't mind that. As long as we can help people grow a little bit of their own food, we're happy with it. So the kohlrabi that we've raised, this stuff is some newer hybrid varieties. They have a really, really nice, smooth, tender flavor. This is something we've enjoyed raising, and if you've never had the opportunity to raise some kohlrabi, try it. It's a lot of fun, actually. I think we all enjoy harvesting kohlrabi, we enjoy planting it, and I think you would do the same. Just finished off our last tray of kohlrabi. So we've got our kale and kohlrabi finished, and now we are planting some broccoli. Now we've got a few different types of broccoli here. I don't know how many varieties off the top of my head, but the plan is to try and have our harvest continue as long as possible. By planting multiple varieties, we don't just have one picking of broccoli. We're able to come back multiple times, and we try and extend out our harvest as long as possible. We're going to be doing our early planting of broccoli, and then later on in the year we will have a fall planting of broccoli. But with our spring planting, we're going to try and be able to harvest as long as possible, and with our fall planting, we're going to do the same. So the multiple varieties are going to help us do that. So our first broccoli that we're planting is called Emerald Crown, and it's just the earliest variety that we have. I think this is like a 57-day, 58-day, and the days just continue to get longer. The peas are looking really good. I don't know if you can see from here, but there are strips of green going out through the field. I better hold on, I don't want to be falling off the planter. You having fun over there, Daniel?
Yeah?
Oh, good, I'm glad.
Planting, why wouldn't I have fun?
And that's a good point. We were running out of plants, so Dad ran back to grab the side-by-side. We'll get our machine all loaded back up again, and we'll get back to planting. Got our new varieties loaded on, and we're ready to get going.
Well, now you're riding in the tractor with me. As you can see, we're blazing out through the field. We are going 0.46 miles an hour, so 0.4 miles an hour. We could usually plan a little faster if we had 2 more guys, but since the farm market is so busy, we are not able to have all the help here. We could wait, but they're calling for rain tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, so we want to get as much in the ground before the rain as possible. These rows here, we're planting about 800 plants in a row. So far we got 4 rows, so that would be about 3,200 plants planted so far, and we've been planting for about 35 minutes. 40 minutes. We're planting, we planted kale, and then we planted kohlrabi. Kohlrabi is, it's a vegetable, it's popular in our area. A lot of ones like it. Reminds me a little bit, it's like a round ball. You peel the outside off and then you slice it and eat it. It's a little spicy, not much, just a little spice to it. Reminds me a little bit of the stalk of a piece of broccoli, but it has a little more flavor in it. So some people like to slice it and put it in salads. Some people just slice it and eat it that way, like they eat it like an apple. In this first planting, we're planting 4 varieties of broccoli. One is 67-day, One is 78 day, one is 89 day, 85 day, I'm sorry. And the other is 98.5 day. We will be able to pick broccoli out of this broccoli for about maybe 4 to 5 weeks. We'll be able to harvest off of this because each variety takes a little longer to get ready. So that's why we do that. So we can have a continuous supply of broccoli at the farm market. Now we will plan another planting in a little bit. So try to have most of the summer. But sometimes the heat of the summer, if you have a real hot summer, broccoli just doesn't do well. It likes cooler weather. So we like to get it in a little early and have it harvested before we get into mid-July when it gets real hot. But then we'll have a planting also for the fall.
We just got the call that it is lunchtime, and it's kind of a good opportunity for us to run back and grab some plants. So we're gonna head back to the farm, get something to eat, get some more plants, and then we're gonna get right back out here. You can see the strips of green going out through the field. Doesn't that look nice? Ooh, beautiful. How's it up in the tractor? Everything going well?
A little cool in there.
Oh.
I keep having to turn my air conditioner down.
Oh my. You hear these kind of problems he's having, Daniel?
Yep.
Doesn't sound like problems, does it?
It is a problem.
Oh, it is a problem. There you go. We just got home for lunch. We've got an assorted meat and cheese tray. We've also got some veggies here. It also looks like Grammy made a whole bunch of jelly, but I don't think that's for lunch. Doesn't get much better than this. Brought Callie back for a nap, getting some baby cuddles in. Ronnie is relaxing on the couch. I'm holding Lily and eating an ice pop. Yeah, it's going good. We're just hanging out together, aren't we, buddy? Did you miss me? That's my little man right there. Ooh, hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, smiling. Oh. Oh yeah. Daniel came and picked me up and brought me back out to the field. They got the wagon all filled up with plants again. We kind of are on a little bit of a time crunch because we have to haul some cattle this afternoon and we have to leave by a certain time. So we're gonna just try and get as much of this planted as possible. Whatever we get planted, oh, that's gonna be wonderful. Whatever we don't get planted, it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I brought something for you, Pop Pop.
Is that an ice pop?
Yep, that's from Callie. She said, take Pop Pop and Ice Pop. And I said, take Pop Pop and Ice Pop. What, are you singing a song? And she said, Pop Pop, Ice Pop. So that's...
Thank you.
That's wonderful. She can sing. In that last row we just did, we finished off all the broccoli and we finished off the red cabbage. So I think we have one more planting of specialty cabbage and then the rest is just regular heads of cabbage. It is different day varieties, same concept with the broccoli earlier, but it's nice that now we don't have to worry about, oh, let's not plant broccoli while we're planting cabbage. We just have to worry about planting. That's what I like, just worrying about planting. We just got another entire batch of plants put down into the soil. We have about enough water to go out and back, and I think that's where we're gonna stop today. Like I mentioned before, Dad's got to haul cattle, so he needs to get on the road sooner rather than later. But one more round and I think we'll be good for the day. We've been moving right along. We just got another 2 rows taken care of. We have just about enough water to reach the end of this row though. So this is probably gonna be it, but we got a lot of plants put into the soil today and we're all happy about it. That is where we're gonna stop for the day with transplant. We ran out of water. These rows are looking really, really nice. This end of the field was rockier than that end, but I don't know if you can see right about there, there's a giant pile of rocks. Daniel has gone through lots of the fields and picked the rocks out of them, so that's made it a lot nicer, not only on the equipment, but on us while we're planting. It's not as bouncy. All in all, we had a lot of success planting today, and hopefully we can finish up the rest of these cole crops tomorrow. After we got finished with work, there wasn't too much that was going on. We got everything planted that we needed to today. We worked at the farm a little bit. I came home, mowed some grass, got some chores done. Now we're having dinner. We've got steak here with baked potatoes, loaded baked potatoes, and then we've got a tomato mozzarella salad. And yeah, it's about to go down. We are about to munch. Matthew is over. Aunt Tracy is over. We've got Aunt Kira over. You don't know Aunt Kira, but she's Aunt Kira. And then we've got my mom, my dad, and then Mommy and the twins, and Callie. Right, here are the twins, just relaxing. Oh, so cute. So anyway, we are getting ready to sit down and eat. I just wanted to show off the dinner tonight. Matthew and I were working on it. We think we did a nice job. But this is where we're gonna end the video today. If you have not already, make sure you're subscribed. Also, liking the video helps us out a ton. And yeah, this is it for the day. I'm tired. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.